the Iowa Hawkeyes. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Tulane's offense will go on the attack first. Starts the drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Everett. The spin. Still on his feet. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Tulane right back to the line.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Caught at the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hawkeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Right on target this time. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Hawkeyes in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Here's a hit. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure.
He gets a hand on it. And they scoop it up.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got a man. It's Everett. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Tulane right back to the line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Everett. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to the ground game on the left. Runs through the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get...
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Owen. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it to the back. And wings it incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Using his legs, it's Bettis. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Easy completion on the shuffle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And remember, he's already had one blocked in this game. That is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go.
Turning it on! 30. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Green Wave! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half with the home team.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Direct snap. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Got room to work. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Tulane right back to the line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all this speed?
Fires toward the end zone. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Still on his feet. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. first play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle, it's Evans. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
This time he's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Tulane right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Touchdown, Green Wave! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over Mississippi State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Bettis. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Got his man downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Got his man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The snap sets up the throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, needless to say, they needed that. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to get the corner. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Direct snap. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you?
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. It's complete on the right side. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Gives it on the option. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Just feeds the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game, and he answers by kicking a bomb through the uprights. Well done.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Back to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He throws one to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Everett. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the shotgun, they'll run it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away.
Number 11 on to kick it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got rid of it just in time. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope. It's the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
So the decision has been made. Will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Bears the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Everett. There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Let's go, let's go. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Tulane! And the stomping has commenced. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll try the right side. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. The run from the shotgun. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great.
Lofts one high and deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff.
Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and trying to ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Hand off from the gun. Still running at the 40. Got the first down. Looking for more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Everett. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 6 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got him. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation.
Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Takes it from the gun on third down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The short hand. It's Everett.